Hey YouTube, my name is Sean and this is my first real channel of this type. My channel is called GuysHow2Guide and it's going to cover a lot of things regarding guys. It's not just like, you see, I've been looking around YouTube for a channel like this for a long time and I haven't really come across any like my idea, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to share my knowledge with you and help you become a better person, and maybe you can help me become a better person. Basically my channel is going to consist of just a guy's life, whether that can be a lot of things. It's going to cover everything from day-to-day life, work, school, club life, women, fashion, style, and I hope you can come along the journey with me. So I'm not saying that everything I say is right or anything, but I'm just going to give this a go. Today you're probably wondering why my hair's quite wet, and today the reason is because the first video I'm going to do is a hairstyle, and it's not going to be like styled on a certain person because I'm going to wait for you to suggest people for me to style the hair on. So today I'm just going to do, it's a volumized look, it's a volumized hair look, and you see it a lot, especially this season with male models. It's quite big at the moment. So basically, as you can see, I have short sides, just in case you're wondering, quite short, maybe 4 centimeters, and then this is quite long on top. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Okay, so firstly you want to get a hairdryer, and this, I can't take it off, this is important. The nozzle will concentrate the heat and it'll do wonders for your hair. So yeah, so my hair's quite wet, so I'm going to dry my hair into shape. My natural hair pattern goes this way, which is to the right of my forehead, so that's the way I'm going to dry it. And make sure that's really important, to dry it your natural side. Don't try bring it the other way because it's just not going to turn out as good. And as well, when you're doing this, change the heat. Go from hot to cold, because the cold air will separate the hair much better, and that's what you want. You want your hair to be quite separated and puffed up, because you're going for a volumized look. You want your hair up and kind of messy like. And as well, when you're trying to get volume, get your fingertips right into the roots of your hair as you do it. It may look messy, but it'll be worth it. So yeah. Okay, so now that my hair is relatively dry, it's still quite damp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hairdryer to the least power. My hairdryer isn't that great, it's only like €20 or so, but it does the job. So you put it to the least power, which would be this for me, and you grab your hair, pull it up, and just pull it down, just pull it back. Now I wouldn't advise a brush for this, because it'll give it that type of done look and quite plasticky and really fake. You don't want that. So just trust me on this one. Make sure you get right into the roots. As you can see, my hair is already starting to volumize. You don't want it too crazy, so do it to your own level. Okay. So when you've got that done, next step is the fun part. So at the moment my hair is in a complete mess and it's not looking all too good, or doesn't really have too much shape to it at the moment. So what you want to do is you just get into the roots and just get with your fingertips again and just rub into the hair. It'll get your hair vitalized and get it into shape. Okay, so your next step, which is quite vital, is the hair straightener. You can also use a curler, but, well, firstly, I haven't even got one, but this does the job the exact same. And I wouldn't usually advise hair straighteners because they dry out your hair, and it makes your hair look dead almost, so I wouldn't do this too often, because I don't do it myself. And what I'd advise as well, just get the ends of your hair. I see people and they get the roots right into the roots and straighten right out. and it'll ruin your hair, and it'll make it look really unnatural. We don't want that at all. So firstly, I always start with this side. It's just preference, whatever you want to do. And for the start, you just want to straighten up, and at the end curl out, or curl in, should I say. So you want to straighten up and then curl back in, and you want to repeat this all the way around. And it doesn't have to be exact. Remember, this is a messy type of hairstyle. This doesn't have to be, you know, perfect, and you don't want that. That's not the look. Remember, this is a messy type of hairstyle. This doesn't have to be, you know, perfect, and you don't want that. That's not the look we're going for here. So remember that. And I advise as well, I wouldn't have my straightener up full blast. It'll just damage your hair, so I wouldn't advise that. Okay, as you can see, I'm just doing as I said. I'm straightening up and curling out, curling in. Yeah. Okay. Now here's the important part. As you can see, my hair is normal. It's flat. So here's the important part. I'll start with my fringe. My fringe is going this way to the right. So what I want to do is I want to volumize out here. So how I do that is I straighten it the opposite. I bring it up and straighten it the opposite way. I bring it up and straighten it the opposite way. Straighten up. Straighten up. In the middle, you just straighten it up. Mess it back down again. And as well, it's important, always use tips of your fingers. Oh, you'll hear that a lot from me. Always use tips of your fingers. And here, on the other side, where your hair is pushing over, there isn't going to be as much hair. So you want to get that. You want to get that feel. You want to fold that right back. As you can see, I'm folding it right back. As you can see, make an imaginary line basically where it's going to come down and where you're going to start. Start with the actual hair. So I'm starting here. I'm just going to curl out. So as you can see, it's beginning to curl. And as well, as you straighten up, and here and here are vital. Here is the back of your head. This is what gives it the volume. This is what makes the hairstyle. This is just as important as the fringe, even though the fringe is obviously what people are going to see first. So you just straighten up and bring it back down again. Straighten up, back down again. Okay. So at the moment it's still quite rough. So this is obviously where the hair product comes in. And today the hair product I'm going to be using will be 2 Gatsby products. There you go. And there you go. So firstly what I'm going to use is Gatsby Multiform. It's the brown one. I find it really good for your hair, and what I like about this is it doesn't set, it's not rock solid, because I like to be able to touch my hair during the day and stuff like without it, you know, without it being rock solid. And all you do is, quite important, you just take maybe that much, yeah, that much. You spread it into your hands, as you can see. Make sure it's nicely spread and heat it up. But what I'd advise as well is, I see so many people with this, you just plonking it right into the front of your hair and you're thinking, oh yes, I'm going to put this all in now, it's just going to, you don't. You start off with the roots of your hair, fingertips, get a bit more again, fingertips again, and make sure the roots. And as well, I see people as well, and they've asked me this question before, I get asked all the time, what if you're, let's just say if you're going out, and you're going out for the day and you won't be back till that night. I mean, I guess you might think, well, I'm going to need to use more product. But no, in actual fact, to a certain extent, less is better. Because, especially with a volumized look like this, you really don't want your hair to be weighed down. You want to be able to move around freely. And you don't want your hair to be too crazy. You just want it to be nice, natural. You don't want to look like you've spent like your whole morning on it, like, because you haven't. So you don't want to make it look like you have. You just want to look nice and relaxed. So now the product's in my hair, and my hair's still quite rough. And this is where your technique comes in, and this is quite important. This is oil Gatsby I'm using today, and it's Gatsby Technical Wax. Yeah, it's I also got this in Japan. I was in Japan over the summer and I got it. There you go. It's a wax form, and this is really important. This is the kind of deal breaker. This you put into your hands, put into the palm of your hand, get it on your fingertips, and make sure it's hot. This is the important part. Now you don't just rub this all in. This is fingertips and curling your hair. That's all. As you can see, I'm volumizing my hair. I'm constantly volumizing it.